Happy New Year. 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 Happy New Year, pal. Happy New Year.
All right. Happy New Year's, For Lifers. Welcome back. I know it's been 2 weeks.
Happy New Year!
Pal. Happy New Year, pal. Happy New
Sorry,
Year, pal.
I've been waiting all day to say that to my family.
Happy New Year, pal. We hope everybody had a safe and wonderful New Year.
Not so much safe, just wonderful.
Yeah, but we're happy to be back and delivering episodes in 2016. Where do we begin? We last spoke to our For Lifers the night of TLC.
The night after TLC, yeah.
Where I was praying and hoping that WWE would not fuck this up. And the next night, they did not fuck it up. They actually
They did not.
They did a very good job the following night with Stephanie slapping the shit out of Roman, Vince making his return after, over a year at least?
Just about. I honestly, not for nothing, and I'm not going to look it up because I'm playing 2K16 right now, but I know it's been about over a year, but when was the last time he was on? Was it for the Bryan angle?
Might have been. I know he came out before Raw the night of the last Long Island show, but that wasn't on the air.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't been on, I don't think since, would it have been the Bryan angle?
The Bryan angle, and before Survivor Series.
Okay.
Survivor Series. He announced that if the Authority loses, they're out of power. That's what it was. He surprised everybody.
Yeah, okay. Wow, I completely forgot about that. That was like the
that
day
just, yeah. They wrote that in like 30 minutes before they went on the air. Yeah.
Okay. So I thought it was pretty good. I guess we've kind of got Vince back as a regular character again.
Always a pleasure to have him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it also shows that they're extremely desperate because it took the three McMahons to do what couldn't be done in a year. It was get Roman over as a babyface.
Well, when you look at everything that he's been through in the last year, look at the dynamics of it, right? When you really think about it, the angle itself from TLC to the next night was on the fly, last minute. Nobody knew about it, okay? It was very organic. It was very natural. It felt very genuine. And at some point, when you screw somebody that many times, the crowd's gunning behind them. You know, so I give it to them. It's unfortunate that it took the three McMahons to do it because, again, like I've said on the show many times, part of it was the crowd. It's the performer and the crowd. The crowd has to take to you also.
Yeah.
You know, Roman, he's not the best promo, but he works very well in the ring.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say. You know, he can kind of be, in that Cena box where he only does so much. But then again, you know, Cena's only 360 years old career too.
Yeah.
You know, in the last year. You know, and I'm sure it'll be, greatness takes time. Everybody likes to think that The Rock was great in a day.
Yeah.
Triple H was great in a day. Austin was great in a day.
Yeah.
You know, Roman Reigns is not going to be great in a day, you know, and I just, if they're shitty booking, that's one thing, but patience is another.
Yeah.
You know, so I was very happy with it because it came off very well. You know, the Raw angle where, because Vince wasn't advertised.
Yeah.
Vince wasn't advertised. It did well in the ratings, and the bump was in the third hour. So, and it didn't lose anybody, too.
Yeah.
The numbers grew throughout the 3 hours of that show, and Vince took the Superman punch like a champ.
Yeah.
Like a fucking pro, he nailed that thing. So, it was a cool angle, and it was nice because it's one of those moments where you believe again, and that's big for me at least.
Yeah, no, same here.
What are your thoughts on that, Raw, before we get into the Slammies in Brooklyn?
I thought it was great. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. It felt like an Attitude Era Raw. It felt like an important Raw.
Okay.
That's always good.
Yeah. What else did you take away from that showing?
I guess, like I mentioned, that it did seem desperate that it took all the McMahons to get him over because nobody else could. Yeah.
The drama on that match was good too.
Yeah.
All the ingredients for you to be invested in the match itself were also there, which is also key, you know? And the good thing was it wasn't a 5-minute match. It wasn't a quick thing. It wasn't a crapshoot. You know, it was good. You know, that was cool because it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. And that was the highlight from it. You know, Vince played his role really, really well.
As he usually does.
You know, as he usually does, and basically it was all him once he came out. You know, Steph was no longer there. And it was great. Then SmackDown was a little bit of a teaser because of the security thing.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of a nice little, you got to watch Raw to see what happens next because they did the security thing and Roman didn't come out until after the show went off the air.
I mean, I was surprised he was able to take down that big security guard at the end.
Yeah, I know, that big guy. He was able to take him out, that big old guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a cool thing. And then, you watch Raw the next week. It was a little flat, but...
Well, because it was the Slammies. And I think also the biggest problem with the Slammies was the fact that nobody was there.
Oh, my God.
As far as, the big winners.
Oh, my God, that was bad. But like I texted you, I do think if Sting was there, if Sting was not injured, rather, he would have definitely
surprisingly, they flew Nikki and Seth in to get their awards. And that was taking a risk, and that was a pretty big risk considering that they're two heels.
Yeah, but you're comparing a leg injury, to Sting with the neck, and then there's age involved too.
No, but to fly in two big heels for Diva of the Year and Superstar of the Year. I mean that from what I've heard, the voting is legit. So that was taking a pretty big chance that you're gonna fly in Seth Rollins, predicting he's gonna get the votes when it could have gone to Roman or Cena if it was fan heavy. Same thing with Nikki. Huh? Oh, definitely.
Seth deserves to win.
No, he definitely did, but I thought it was going to be a case of it was fan voting, and I would say if it wasn't Seth, then Cena deserved it this year. But I'm saying in the past, it's been more of a popularity contest rather than who deserves it,
Right.
And I was a little surprised at some of the awards as far as New Day not winning Tag Team of the Year and the Usos winning it.
Yeah, I really don't know what's wrong with the world on that one.
Yeah, I know the New Day's using it as heel heat, but literally the Usos haven't been around most of the year.
Yeah.
That's almost as bad as a guy winning Woman of the Year when he hasn't even been a woman the whole year. Oh, that happened, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing with Neville. Nothing against Neville, but I thought Owens was the breakout star of the year.
Oh, without question.
Yeah. I mean, I have no complaints about Seth, and obviously none about Nikki or Paige being the runner-up. But as far as match of the year, what was it? The Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, the Hell in a Cell got it, which kind of threw me off guard. I think even with the finish, I was pissed about it when it happened, but I think the match of Barclays was better for those two.
I think the finish at Barclays just kind of fucked it up.
I still think they had a better match of Barclays.
I mean, I thought the triple threat at Rumble was...
That, to me, I thought was going to win.
Yeah.
And for me, that's match of the year.
Yeah, and then even Sting and Hunter being nominated, I didn't think that was...
I got it. Again, you have the icon, the legend.
I mean, if anything, I would have preferred for that to get, OMG moment of the year, all these old wrestlers in the ring, minus one that we can't show.
Oh, the Monday Night Wars, in real life,
Yeah, I thought that was more of an oh my god moment rather than and what won the oh my god, was that the Ronda and The Rock?
Yeah, Ronda and The Rock, yeah.
And I don't know why that just wasn't nominated for celebrity moment.
I don't know.
Because they had a bunch of random celebrity moments, and I know Arrow won that, but I think...
No offense, if you knew Ronda and Rock weren't going to show up, then they shouldn't have been nominated.
Yeah.
That's just me. Mm-hmm. If just for that alone, especially with those two, they should have known they weren't going to get either one of them. Rock is always filming, always busy, and you got Ronda who's recovering from her loss.
If she had not lost that fight, there might have been a chance they could have gotten her in there.
I don't think so.
I think they could have at least recorded a quick 30-second acceptance video.
Okay, yeah. I haven't heard it live, no, but I think that's a much more suitable...
And I think it's tough because we hold the Slammies to a high standard. We spent an hour and a half in our first episode discussing past Slammies. So I think we hold it to a high standard because we remember the 80s and 90s where it was an actual award show and it was fun to watch rather than just lead into commercial,
Yeah, I read the next day on the dirt sheets that it's being considered to be a special next year, right?
I think that would be great. I don't see why they wouldn't do
that. Considering everything's going to be on USA, and
considering
give them
they have
another special.
even if they don't put it on USA, considering that they have their own network, why wouldn't they just do it?
Yeah, I mean, it would be a great network special. That's a great
What does it take to like rent out like a banquet hall for a few hours and
a banquet hall or a theater?
Yeah,
like they did for that. Remember that Diva Church that was in that theater in New York?
Yeah, like it wouldn't take much for them to do it. I don't know why they wouldn't just do that, just to like make it fun. I mean, they included like, the red carpet to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Hall of Fame kind of then takes that prestige as far as the event with the red carpet and dressing up. But I mean,
that's a great point.
It'd be interesting for them to do that. Like, I mean, in the two that I saw that were in the '90s, those were the night before Mania.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the Hall of Fame spot now.
Their year was, March to March or April to April.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're doing the calendar year, But, the WWE year is really from WrestleMania to WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well, I think even then it was counted from January to December, but it just took place in March.
There were some years where they did it that way, and there were some years where it was calendar.
Because I know for '96, Austin was nominated for Best New Superstar.
Right.
And he began New Year's Day that year.
But it should be a separate special overall.
Yeah.
It cannot cost them much to do that. That's a great point. That's a great point.
And I know, like, what did you think of that Heroes?
I understood why they did it. It didn't bother me.
I don't know. I think it seemed a little. I mean, I think they could have, if anything, just awarded all of them with a Slammy for all of their charity work rather than having to pick one winner.
Yeah, it's like, well, you all do great work, but he does the most.
Yeah.
And no offense, it's like, we know he does the most.
Yeah.
It's like, well, who the hell else is going to win?
Yeah. It's like, okay, but so does someone like Titus or Natty.
Yeah.
I think even
Titus does amazing work outside of the stuff he already does for WWE.
Yeah.
With the homeless.
Yeah,
God bless
definitely.
him.
Yeah.
But that was a little strange. But again, I understand why the award was there.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be a separate special with the red carpet thing. I think it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
I'll host it. And 2 hours, and they're going to be building network content. And I hear they're doing a Road to WrestleMania house show now. That's the next special.
It's in like
in Canada. It's in March.
So I'm guessing it's around that time.
Yeah, it's a Road to WrestleMania tour.
Yeah.
The same way that the Garden is getting one.
And also, they'll go home Raw for Mania. Will be at.
It's going to be in Brooklyn. I don't know if I want to go to that.
I'll see. As far as
and I think that's a great segue to this past week's Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Before we break it down, I'm kind of glad I didn't go.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those where it was like the Vince stuff was fun. The Kevin Owens stuff was fun. It's always fun seeing New Day. I mean, other than that, I mean, it wasn't
the right like last week's Raw overall. Excuse me, not last week's. The week where Roman won, that was overall a good Raw.
Yeah, like I wish that would have been
the angles. Yeah, this one for the angles was good, but the Raw overall, not so much.
Yeah. I mean, even like the women's match dragged. The Becky and
I liked the women's match. I thought that was a match of the night.
I mean, it did.
I loved it.
I thought it went a bit long, and a lot of people were. There was another house show in Pennsylvania, so that's why the Wyatts, Dudleys, Dreamer, Ziggler, Paige, Bellas, Charlotte.
Dreamer was there.
Yeah. I mean, and Cena got a pretty good reaction. Roman got a good reaction. It kind of sucked because I went to the house show on Saturday, and the finish was almost identical to the finish on Saturday.
Oh, the Del Rio Cena match?
Well, on Saturday at the house show, it was Cena went for the AA, and he kicked the referee, and then Rusev tried to interfere, and that backfired. Then when the referee came back, Alberto got DQ'd with a low blow.
Of course.
Yeah. And the only difference was that they just had the League of Nations interfere. I mean, the most fascinating part of Raw was that 6-man tag and focusing on Wade Barrett not doing anything in the match.
Yeah, that.
Like at one point, I was just focusing on Barrett, just watching him not do anything and watching him avoid any physicality. Like even when the wrestlers would come towards him, he would jump down to the floor or move over to the other side of the ring and complete. It was
really awkward watching him work.
Like I'm sure like the camera didn't catch a lot of what I was able to catch just watching it.
Yeah, no way. Because you had those box seats, so you saw everything basically.
Yeah, so I mean, and they also teased like a face-off between Cena and Roman
at the end of the show, right?
Yeah, and then the League of Nations ran in and they cleared house. But at one point, Roman was standing there and Cena was kind of like sneaking up on him, and then Roman turned around and that's when they had the face-off. So it looked like Cena was going to attack him.
Okay.
Which was weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That piques my curiosity.
Mm-hmm. I thought the Vince stuff was great, obviously.
Oh, the Vince stuff was, phenomenal.
Yeah.
I thought it could have gone a little smoother, but I thought it was great.
I thought the way he grabbed that cop was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was too hard to think. I was like, the real Richard Man would have grabbed that guy in a split second. In a split second.
I mean, his mugshot is my wallpaper at work.
Yeah, and the cops, too, weren't the best on that. And no offense, because I know one of the cops that were on that show.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a fan of the cops.
Well, as far as the talking cop, I thought he wasn't that good.
Yeah, the talking cop was...
He was... I loved when Roman stuck the mic out for the cop, though. Like, it was like a subtle... Like, it was...
That was cool.
It was a subtle move, but I don't know, I kind of like that he has, like, hints of an asshole. Like, even with the whole segment with Stephanie the prior week where she's yelling at him and he turns his back on her and he's laughing at her, I thought that was great. Because I feel like that's something I would do.
I think it's going to be stuff like that that's going to help him down the road.
Well, I feel like that's getting over with me, at least, because I feel like if I had somebody yelling at me like that, my reaction would be to just, like, laugh at them just to piss them off even more and let them go crazy.
Yeah.
So...
I work retail, so just a little fun fact. If somebody's ever really, really mad at you or yelling at you, you want to know the one thing that pisses people off?
When you're polite.
And this is for my 4-lifers, too. You want to know what pisses them off?
What?
Tell them God bless.
Oh, I used to do that all the time when I was doing security or when I was working at the gym.
Man, do they hate that shit.
Yeah,
they don't want to God bless. And they're like, the nerve of this son of a bitch to bless me.
How dare he bless me?
Yeah, it's great. It's
like,
so
why couldn't
awesome.
he just curse me out like a normal person?
Yeah, like the nerve of him to bless me. He is not even a disciple of the Lord. It's great. I love it. Highly recommend it.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that all the time.
Highly recommend blessing people. Just do it.
Yeah.
They're mad at you, giving you dirty. Just bless them. Just bless them with everything you have.
Give them
bless them and then sneeze and bless yourself. That's what I say. That's what I would do. I thought the women had the best match on Monday, without question.
Maybe it came across better on TV than it did in person.
I enjoyed it. Me personally, and I think they had a box spot at the beginning also.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I liked that.
Speaking of botch spots, Sin Cara dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, that was a good match too.
Yeah, and I don't know how with a dislocated shoulder he had the strength to give Big E that rolling senton off the top rope.
Yeah, I give it to him. I give it to non-botch Cara to be able to hit that. I give it to him, and he finished the match. He took that jab at the original Cara. You saw that?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I mean, I was there when the original Sin Cara got hurt too, at Survivor Series 2011. I remember I have a video of him leaving in crutches.
Oh yes, you do.
Him and Kofi did the flip, the double flip over the top rope, and he got caught in the rope and fucked up his leg.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. That's right. You showed me the video one of the first time he recorded here. Yes. Did you catch the New Year's SmackDown? I did not.
I don't catch SmackDown.
No, well, I'm definitely going to catch them on USA.
Oh, yeah, I'll catch the first one, yeah.
The TNA this week, but,
My girl's fighting on TNA this week, so I'll catch it for her.
I saw that. She's in the big six-man.
Yeah. Isn't Angelina pregnant, though? How the hell is she in that match?
And she's advertised, and she's not even with the company, but, again.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
Hey. And did you see, going real quick, because now we're all over the place, big event, Nikita Koloff.
Oh, yeah. Did I tag you in? I think I was going to tag you in it.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm excited. I'm going to get an 8x10 for Morgan for that one, because he loves Nikita Koloff.
Nice.
But, yeah, I saw that today. I was reading that before we went on the air, because they had some matches out, so I want to see, what's advertised. And they got the tournament finals, and the Dollhouse is going to take on the Beautiful People.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, but Ashley doesn't work there anymore. Plus, she's got a kid inside her body.
Yeah, because I know last time they shot the angle, they shot it before she found out she was pregnant, but then by the time it aired, she was already pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so people were like, oh, why is this there? And then it was like 3 months before she found out she was pregnant.
I mean, it'll be... I would expect her to be on that show in general, quite frankly. I would expect her to be on that show in general. But
maybe they shot some shit back when they were at Destination America where she's like...
I really doubt and hope they didn't shoot anything old and they're going to air it on this show.
That's why I was surprised. Isn't Velvet gone too, or is Velvet still there?
Honestly, I don't know, but she raised a good point about that. And I know people were asking her that at House of Hardcore, but honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a good point. It's a good question. Maybe. I don't know. You have to ask her. You have to ask her on Thursday. So wait, the Dollhouse is only facing one person? I just realized that.
I mean, I only care for one of them, so...
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be... Is it just her at the big event, or are all three of them gonna be there?
She's gonna be there.
Okay. Not Mia or, what's the other girl's name?
Marty Bell?
Okay.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. It'd be cool if they had them there.
Yeah. I mean, Rebel will be in her Dollhouse gimmick.
Will you take a picture with the real? To add to your collection of women?
I might just do Rebel alone, and if the other two are there, maybe I'll do the other two separately.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be a good op if you did that.
Yeah. I mean, just because I like our last picture, but I feel like it would look better with in her Dollhouse gimmick, and I'll probably wear the T-shirt that I have, and her hair's darker.
I still say you print out the picture of you and her, and you have her sign it.
Oh yeah, I can probably do that, but I still want like a newer picture with her.
No, get the combo and just have her sign that. You already got her signed stockings.
And the banner. Listen. Yes, I am. Okay. I'm not gonna defend that. Yes, I am. I'm not gonna deny it. I am and will forever be a sick freak.
Well, I'm a CLB, so literally because I'm small. So
then I'll be a CBB.
Oh yeah, because you are rather tall.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What else you guys got? So I'm excited for the TNA show this week. I really got a lot of big hopes for that. Yeah. Your thoughts?
No, same here. I mean, they really delivered with their debut show on Destination America last year. So I'm hoping that they can deliver again this year. And I'm going to set my DVR to record all of these shows.
Okay.
And also tonight is Wrestle Kingdom.
That's right. It's Jay's in action, right? Who's Jay taking on?
Elgin.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. And AJ's on that too, right?
He's taking on Nakamura. That's the match I really want to see.
Okay, who else is on that? Did it happen already, or is it coming on like 3?
It'll be at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I work tomorrow. I won't be up.
So I don't know if I'm gonna try to catch it or just wait till tomorrow or see how I'm feeling. But it should be a good show. So we have that TNA, SmackDown all this week. So it should be a good week.
It's a big week, and so it's wow.
And also tomorrow, it's Sheamus and Roman with Vince's ref, right?
And then tomorrow night, yes, and then
And I'm still predicting it's going to be that Austin Dude Love finish.
It's Sheamus and Roman with Vince as the ref. Mm-hmm. More Royal Rumble drama, and it sounds like they're going to do something with Summer Rae and Tyler Breeze now that they've split.
Is Impact on at 11:05?
Well, they're going to air at 11:05?
This is Impact. Oh no, that's not. Okay, I'm trying to find it on my DVR. I'm trying to find it on the guide to DVR. TNA.
No, they can't be airing at 11:05.
Okay, now I'm just getting their pay-per-views. It's airing. Oh, this is Impact, an in-depth look at Impact Wrestling, including its wrestlers, histories, feuds, factions, and fans, as well as look at the World Title Series. So this looks like it's like a recap show.
Yeah, that's the ones that they've been airing on Pop.
Yeah, but I'm not getting.
I don't know. I was going to ask you on Thursday, to be honest with you.
All right, let's check it out. 175. So let me go to 175 on the guide. We're going to find this out for our fans that have Time Warner Cable in the city.
So it's 175 for me. Got it.
175.
No, Impact's on Thursday, isn't it?
They change their day every fucking time.
Yeah, Impact's on Thursday. And
okay, here it goes. Impact Wrestling at 9. I don't know why it wasn't coming up on my damn search.
Yeah, they're going head to head with SmackDown, right?
I think so. I don't know. Well, all right. I'm setting it to record now. That's Tuesdays at 9 p.m.
Wait, what's on Tuesday? SmackDown or Impact?
Impact.
Okay, so they're not going to head to head.
All right, then let's look for SmackDown.
Then SmackDown is Thursday. I got them switched
Thursday,
up. Okay.
Yeah. SmackDown is also being recorded. Confirm. There we go. Now I have no excuse to miss them, and we don't get Ring of Honor.
We don't get Ring of Honor on Sinclair, right?
Yeah.
That blows.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why I don't have to do DVR. I really can't record everything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still missing. And now Big Show is the number one entrant or person into the Rumble. Let's talk about that real quick.
I think he's the first person to enter his name in the Rumble.
Yeah, he totally botched it. Everybody's all confused.
Yeah. And I heard that Curtis Axel was the second entrant.
Yes, I read that. I was like, yes, there's my pick.
I mean, what do you see being the result of the Rumble? Just, I guess, and what's going to happen leading into Mania?
Honestly,
mm-hmm.
I think they're going to do Triple H and Roman at Mania.
You think so?
You
see Hunter winning the Rumble?
Yeah, because they're doing and my son-in-law will be back. And when he's back,
so he'll probably be like number 30 and win.
That's what I think. I think Triple H is going to win the Rumble, and it's going to be Roman and Triple H.
Okay. I think it'll be Roman and Triple H too, because I don't see them fighting at Rumble, and I think that's the only opponent for him. So, and I also am afraid of. I feel like they should keep Brock away from Roman for the time being until Roman is up at Brock's level.
Yeah, it's a much more bigger endorsement for Roman also.
Yeah, if you put Roman and Brock, it's gonna be like last year again, where people are not gonna buy that Roman will win. I think if you can build Roman for a year and maybe get him for next year's Mania against Brock.
I actually like the idea of I bet the internet is putting out there of Kevin Owens and Brock.
I would say,
I like that.
I would say if it's not Kevin Owens and Brock, then maybe Bray and Brock.
I would like Bray and Brock, but I think they're going to go with Brock and Rock as Fincy.
Do you think Rock will be able to do a match against Brock?
Well, that's right. He'll be filming, and there's all that expense issues.
He's filming Baywatch, and that's probably the last person they'd ever want him to work with.
Yeah, then no, I think Rock will just do an angle then.
Most likely.
Rock will just do an angle and say, "Get a surprise." So I honestly think he's gonna bring a different celebrity with him. Maybe what's he's got the abs in that movie. He was in Neighbors. Not Channing Tatum. The other.
Zac Efron?
Yeah, him. I think he'll bring him with him.
Is he in Baywatch?
I believe so.
I don't know. Maybe he'll bring out the whole cast of Fast and Furious.
I believe he is, Ronald. Yeah.
So, I mean, and Cena Taker, that'll probably be the match that they go with.
I want to see Cena Taker. I've been wanting to see it for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
Cena at this point in his game, Taker at I don't what some would say the twilight of his game.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the only match left for the two of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like the boat has been missed on the Sting thing, which I've said on the show before.
Yeah.
And it looks like they have no interest to do it, even if he wasn't injured.
Yeah.
So I'd say why not do it?
Yeah.
Sting and Take. It might steal the show. It might piss off a couple of the boys, but oh well.
And I think then just the odd man out will be Brock, and it's either you're gonna have to put him in there with either an Owens or a Bray or. I don't see one of the guys in the League of Nations. I know he's been working them in house shows, but I don't see him facing any of the guys in the League of Nations.
Yeah, and I don't see it being Orton either.
Who?
Randy Orton. I don't see it being him.
I don't see him being ready for Mania. I mean,
I'm just hypotheticals if in the event. He's definitely not going to be ready for Mania. He's got a bad injury. Rollins coming back from Mania, I don't think so. I still say that for SummerSlam. I still say do SummerSlam around Rollins. I still say go that route.
Do you see Daniel Bryan being at Mania?
No.
No?
No, I don't see it.
Night after Mania? Night after Mania?
There you go. That's the surprise. Daniel Bryan is either going to be Night after Mania or SummerSlam. Because
he can't be in the Rumble because then we know what happened last year.
Yeah, and even so, he's not going to win.
And I think Brock should be in the Rumble, and if he's not going to win it, then whoever eliminates him is whoever he's facing at Mania, whether it be Owens or the entire Wyatt family eliminates him and he fights Bray, but then he has to. I mean, I would suggest Bray because Bray has the 3 huge obstacles where it's 3 guys that are bigger than Brock. So
I would see a match. Yeah.
It's like, okay, then you do have the odds stacked against Brock for once. And he's the babyface that overcomes them. I mean, Bray would be the one guy that has the worst Mania record against the best opponents.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If he were to face Brock, it would have Cena, Taker, Brock back-to-back losses. I mean, that in itself is a big honor.
Yeah. But, I mean, again, these are all things hypothetical, our opinions.
Yeah.
For all we know, it'll be Vince and Brock. For I know it'll be Vince and Brock. Just swerve everybody at the last damn minute.
Yeah. Do you see New Day having an awesome entrance at Mania?
Who having a what?
Do you see New Day having an awesome entrance at Mania?
No.
You don't see that?
I see them. I
mean, Rusev got a tank.
I see them giving themselves an awesome entrance, like just being clowns, but the company? Ooh, I don't know. That's tough.
I mean, they're selling a lot of merchandise.
Oh, they're selling crazy amounts of merchandise.
So I don't see why they wouldn't give them a big entrance. Like a marching band.
That'd be actually pretty cool. A marching band or a bunch of people dressed as unicorns.
Or horses with unicorn horns on their head.
Unicorn horns, which I'm sure some fucking animal faction would be offended by.
Oh, the World Wildlife Fund.
Oh, yeah, good. The rivalry lives on. Good. Good. The rivalry lives on. That's the real WrestleMania rivalry right there, buddy. But yeah, I see them like being clowns and making themselves have a cool entrance.
Yeah.
Like they'll staple tambourines to themselves and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something. Mm-hmm. Something like that. I'm really waiting for the next crazy Brock or the next crazy Cena entrance. Mm-hmm. Like, it's one of those things like, I know Taker's going to have a crazy entrance. I know
Cena hasn't had anything.
It's been a while. That's why I'm waiting for the next Cena one.
I mean, because I know last year he didn't do anything special. When he faced Bray, there was nothing. When he faced at MetLife, he didn't have anything. The last one was 28 when he had Machine Gun Kelly perform for him. And
and a lot of people thought for the Rusev one that he was going to have something crazy.
Yeah, but then Rusev ended up having a tank.
Yeah, which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
To this day, FMB has it as soon as Rusev lost. But he had a tank.
Yeah.
It's like, it's still the best line. Oh my god! But I think it's like, I know Triple H's gonna have a dope entrance. Same for Taker. But I'm waiting on the next cool Cena entrance. To be honest with you.
And I feel like Brock doesn't really do anything. It's just fireworks, so it's probably based on whatever fireworks he gets.
They could do a cool Brock entrance. He's the beast. Come on now.
Coming out dressed like a fucking bear.
Hey, why not? Why not? He's Brock freaking Lesnar. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah. So if you had to pick who Brock was going to fight, would it be Owens or Wyatt? Or League of Nations? Because he's kind of, like I mentioned before, he's like the fifth wheel as far as Hunter, Roman, Cena, Taker.
I think the match would be better with Owens.
Oh, definitely.
So that's my pick. Let's see it happening. Not really, but that's my pick, Owens.
I mean, he looked really. I mean, he lost, but he looked really strong on Monday.
No, they really did it smart. Even with the quick fin, I was like, there's got to be something more to this.
Yeah, because he destroyed him. Even after he came back from commercial, he came back out and clotheslined the shit out of him, and then came out and kicked Ambrose's ass.
Oh.
I mean,
and I actually missed that part too when he did the Ambrose thing. When I got there, it was over, and I was like, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, he killed me! Awesome." That's been a pretty dry week, and I know they're teasing a lot of NXT touring this week via the internet. Your thoughts on that?
I think that's good for them. I'm just afraid that a lot of people like Finn and Bayley might get stuck down there carrying the brand just because there's not much left to carry the brand.
Do you think them touring will then saturate the brand?
It might. I'm just afraid. I just don't want Bayley and Finn Balor to get stuck down there forever.
I don't think they're going to be stuck down there forever, but when you really look at it, there's nobody else to give those two titles to right
Exactly.
now.
And I think Bayley is amazing, and that's considering I usually don't like baby faces.
Well, she's the female John Cena.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's something about it works, because I typically wouldn't go for that kind of character, but something about her, it just works, even with me. Like, I'm a huge fan of hers,
But she's genuine. That's what it is.
Yeah.
She's very, very genuine. That's really what it is. Mm-hmm. I think there's really no secret about it. When somebody's that...
And I think I'm just scared of them fucking it up on the roster, on the main roster.
I think they're gonna. I think they know what they're doing more than we care to admit with the NXT stuff, especially since. And I don't mean.
Well, I think I know what they know what they're doing in NXT. I'm afraid that they don't know what they're doing when they bring them up to WWE.
Well, I was gonna say I don't mean this in a disparaging way. it's a different brain running each of those things.
Exactly. That's what my fear is. I think she's good. She's perfect in NXT, but I'm afraid of what happens when she gets called up. You know, like Sasha's not at the level she was. Becky.
Well, again, it takes a while. Like it took Paige a full year. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of those things that you just can't. You can't, FedEx overnight it. Yeah. You know, you just gotta let it go down. But wait and see what happens. But
did you catch the NXT London special?
I saw the main event.
Did you? I thought it was good, and also I thought surprisingly Bayley and Nia Jax was a good match.
I saw the main event, and I like that. I like what I saw.
I would say check out Bayley and Nia Jax.
Okay.
I just thought, it wasn't the most technical match, but I thought it was good storytelling, and Bayley did a great job making Nia look good.
Nia Jax is
Rock's cousin.
Rock's cousin. No, it's Rock's cousin, not Brock's cousin, right?
Rock. I said Rock.
Oh, I heard Brock. But that's Eva Marie's like Gordy, right?
She was for like a week or two, and now they've Eva Marie's kind of disappeared again. I haven't seen her in a while.
Okay.
I also thought Emma and Asuka was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was like that feud was leading towards Eva Marie and Bayley, and Nia Jax was like the roadblock. That's what I thought.
It was kind of the other way around.
Oh, okay.
Where she had the match with Eva Marie first with the odds stacked against her, and then the feud started with Nia Jax.
Okay, because this whole time I was under the impression that this was the first roadblock towards Eva Marie.
No, because she faced Eva Marie like a month and a half ago.
Oh, and how was that?
Oh, that was the match that I told you about where they had like all the odds stacked against her, where Regal was out and they had Nia Jax.
Oh yes. I actually saw that. It wasn't terrible.
With Charles Robinson playing like the heel referee.
Yeah, I did see that. I did go back and see that. It wasn't terrible.
I don't think it was terrible. I think there were so many angles to cover up Eva's lack of wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't bored during that match. I was entertained.
Yeah, no, I now that you say I remember. But, it wasn't that bad. You could tell Eva Marie. I think Eva Marie, if she puts in more time, will be way better than we expect.
Yeah.
And you'd expect her to get in the ring before Lana, because, there's really, she's really not Lana's not really putting in the time.
Yeah.
That's very, very visible. And that's not a bad thing either. And, maybe.
And I can't tell, like, Lana's, like, on and off with Rusev, where she'll come out with him sometimes, but she won't. Like, when it's the League of Nations, but when he's by himself, she'll be with him.
Well, maybe she's just more comfortable in that role, Maybe she just feels better strictly as a manager. She won't get in the ring. And maybe she feels better with him solo than in that group.
Yeah.
It just sucks because that Ryback feud kind of died out, right?
Yeah. Because then there was he was part of that big Jobber Miz TV segment, which was I don't even know how to describe that. Did you catch that?
I caught that. It was Goldust with the surprise. Well, I was cooking and I heard it, but it was Goldust with the surprise, right? And then Zack Ryder.
Then Truth.
Heath Slater, the Truth with the comedy spot, Miz, and then Show to cap it off. Yeah. And Show got a really good reaction.
I think Slater and Ryder got big reactions.
Oh yeah, and Goldust, without question.
Goldust was more of like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah. No, I thought Slater was. I predicted Slater, but I thought it was fun. Did you see that interview of him and Michael Cole interview?
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Yeah, I think he really thought he was getting swerved. Like, I think that first half, he's like, "Are you guys swerving me? I was on that show, Swerved." I don't like. I think at first, I think he really thought it was a fucking joke.
Well, they got rid of that show because they all hated it. I heard.
I thought it was all right. It was 20 minutes of stupidity.
No, the workers hated it.
Oh.
Because they didn't like the pranks that were being done to them.
Yeah. I thought there was some shitty ones, but then there was some pretty funny ones.
I like the one where they were like throwing slime in the room, and when they tased the producer back was cool.
I don't think I saw that was the last episode, right?
Yeah, the things they did in the gym where the chick's water broke, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought the one where Kofi had the security guard not letting the other guys in, that was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah.
That one was funny.
When they had the superstars reading the Spanish, like the Spanish cue cards.
Oh, yes.
And they were saying, like, me estoy cagando los pantalones and WWE Network.
The Boogeyman prank was good, too, on the first episode. That was good, too. What are you watching this week on the network? Anything good? I saw Starrcade 95 on Christmas.
Ooh, the Japan one?
Yeah, the World Cup of Wrestling.
I'm still following along with the Kevin Sullivan podcast, so I was watching that last Clash of Champions where it was Hogan and Flair.
Oh, the 96 one, right?
Yeah, Hogan, where Hogan was already in the NWO and Flair was babyface.
Yeah, where Hogan was the first match they ever did where Hogan was a heel, right?
Yeah, well, second,
the first Hogan Flair match where Hogan was a heel.
Yeah.
What does Sullivan say about that?
He did talk about that it was Hogan was still adjusting at that time to working in the ring as a heel. Because he said if you turn the volume down, it looks like Hogan's the babyface. They don't get as in depth as they used to. Like they kind of talk a little less about it, but
that's good.
I started watching the following week's Nitro. That one had a pretty cool match with Dean Malenko and William Regal.
Okay.
Who else? Benoit and Bobby Eaton. I haven't gotten through the whole Nitro yet.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for Glacier to debut.
With the potato flakes, love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I've been watching. I'm caught up with Breaking Ground.
Okay, which I hear is a phenomenal show. Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I look forward to watching it every week.
How was the Scott Hall episode?
That one was pretty cool because he was giving advice to. They had him kind of give advice to Apollo Crews when he was cutting a promo. He was kind of like, "Hey, do you talk like that in real life?" And trying to like advise him on promo.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was pretty cool though. Like I know, like he was talking a lot with Baron Corbin. He was like, "Oh, you lost some weight. You're finally working heel." It was cool shit though. I know his son posted a picture where he's being interviewed for the Scott Hall DVD.
Is that still in production? Doesn't that come out this summer?
Yeah. Sure, it'll be done by then. I mean, so I'm looking forward to
and
that.
And I know they axed the Shane McMahon DVD, right?
Yeah.
Which I find strange, but whatever.
I mean, there is a Bischoff one coming out this year.
Well, that one's going to be good.
Yeah. I can see it being like the Heyman one.
Yeah, that's going to be a real good story.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to interview Greg Gagne for that DVD, considering he's now on the best terms with the company, but he was backstage at the Minneapolis show.
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah, him, Brian Blair, and I think Brunzell were backstage for the Minneapolis show.
I mean, the Foley DVD had like Raven and Shane Douglas, and they interviewed Vince Russo on a bunch of DVDs. So
and then all those guys are on the upcoming Dudley's one too. But the Dudley's one isn't a career DVD.
Oh, I thought it was a documentary. It's a match compilation?
No, it's a documentary, but it's not. It's predominantly about their comeback.
Oh, fuck.
That was the story that came out on Wrestling DVD News. That it's predominantly about their comeback. There's going to be matches throughout their career.
Is it going to be like the documentary style where it's leading to the show where they came back in Brooklyn, but it's doing flashbacks, kind of like the Sting one?
I honestly don't know.
Because I saw the preview of this, like the Sting one on the network, where like the basis of it is him going to headquarters and signing the contract and making his debut. That. So is it going to be like that, where it's like them going through the process of coming back, but then cutting back to like ECW, WWE? Obviously,
no idea what Wrestling DVD News leaked was that it was going to be mostly about their comeback to WWE. And when they keep announcing the matches, they're mostly announcing WWE matches.
Yeah.
You know, don't get me wrong, they've announced some ECW stuff too, but it looks like more of a WWE product, which I really don't.
It's one of those where I might base it on what that 30-minute preview has.
I was gonna say what the network gives you. That's a fair guess.
Yeah. Because kind of like with Heyman, Lawler, and Owen Hart, those are three that I've looked forward to for years, so I knew I was going to buy them regardless. And even those 30-minute previews made me want to get it.
Well, I'm looking forward to the United States DVD.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what matches they give out on that.
Mm-hmm.
On that, plus if they do a history documentary like they did for the World Title one. Because the World Title DVD had an incredible documentary on it.
I'll have to check. I haven't watched it in years.
Oh yeah, it's a great documentary about.
Because I know it might be like that one where it's like disc 1 is NWA, disc 2 is WCW, disc 3 is WWE.
That's basically how the world one is. I don't know about the U.S., but again, I want to see what rare matches they're going to give out for that.
Yeah.
You know, while most of them will be on the network, just as a fan, and I have.
One of those discs is going to be just the entire U.S. Open Challenge.
I don't think about a whole disc, but I know.
I know. I can see maybe him and Cesaro's match, and maybe him and
Ambrose was good the first night.
Him and Rollins.
Yeah.
And maybe him and Zayn. That NXT, I'm kind of looking forward to. I'm looking forward to that NXT DVD.
Yeah, that's another one. It looks like somebody.
Especially because it's gonna have that Chris Hero and the Kings of Wrestling versus Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
Is Ricky Steamboat's son gonna be on that?
He might be on there, I believe. I would have to go look at the list.
I wonder if they're gonna have the Sheamus versus Joe Hennig match from FCW.
I doubt it.
There's no FCW stuff on that? It's really just NXT?
It seems like it's NXT post contest show bullshit. So kind of like anything from after it stopped being like the weird contest show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, so basically once it's all sci-fi, got it. Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much
once it became Florida German.
Yeah, once it was like the product that was on Hulu.
Yeah.
So it would be like the Steamboat Son, Hero, those guys.
Okay.
So I feel like as far as like DVDs, I'm looking forward to that, Bischoff, Scott Hall. Those would probably be like the top 3 in U.S. Because I have all the other title ones. They never came out with a tag team title one. They came out with the tag team DVD though. The Allied Powers one.
Well, the tag team title DVD,
But it wasn't a tag team title. It was just focusing on tag teams.
No, I know. I know what you're talking about. It had like that movie theater theme to it.
Yeah.
The tag team title DVD, I think, will be really, really good. Again, there's a lot of rare matches that can get out, especially the house show matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of Bulldogs versus like Killer Bees and Rougeos that are good.
Yeah.
But I think they're afraid of putting that DVD out and it won't sell.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they won't do it.
I mean, how did the sales do on that first one?
On which one?
That tag team one?
Oh, on that one? Oh, I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know one of the reasons that they became more selective with which DVDs came out, believe it or not, like specifically for Legends. The Horseman DVD did not do the sales that they thought it would do.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why they started kiboshing the Legends DVDs. You know, but, you know, the tag team DVDs was and wasn't done right.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one.
The Faction one is okay.
I haven't checked out the Faction one.
It's okay. It's on the network.
Okay.
You know, it's okay. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's okay.
I actually enjoy the Giants one.
I still have to see that on the network, and I went to Walmart to get it because they had it for $3.75.
Oh wow!
And it was sold out.
Yeah, I would say check that
so
one.
Walmart had a big DVD blowout. I'm not sure if it's still going on. I doubt it, but they had.
There's no Walmarts in the city, so I don't even know how I would get to that.
Well, you can get them online, or you can tell me to get it for you.
Okay.
But they had DVDs for $3.75.
All right.
You know, but mostly old stuff. Mostly stuff like you got to be a real diehard collector for. You know, and there were a couple titles on there that I want to grab, but it was, you know, subject to availability.
Yeah.
But there was some good stuff out there on that sale, including WrestleMania 30. Nice. WrestleMania 30 was $75.
I remember when WWF New York had the sale when they switched the name from WWF to WWE, so they were getting rid of all their home videos for like $1 that had WWF on them. Yeah. I mean, I was a kid back then, so I didn't have too much money, so I got maybe like 3 of them. But it was like all the like VHSs and I think I didn't have a DVD player yet, so it was like VHSs for like $1 or $2 because they were getting rid of all WWF stuff. I think it might have been like the Hardy Boys one and the Lita one, maybe like the TLC one.
I know that when I started shopping there more frequently, they were already WWE.
What happened?
I said when I started shopping there more frequently, they were already WWE.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, because they opened in like 99. No,
late 99, and it was only for pay-per-views. Then they became open to the public
in the summer of 2000. Yeah, because I have the video that I posted on our YouTube where I go for the first time, and that's in the summer of 2000.
Yeah, they became open to everyone for 2000. Until then,
because I have a picture of the huge WrestleMania 15 billboard, which would have been early 1999.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why I didn't go in there until summer of 2000. So
yeah, everything they were doing was testers, and I think right after WrestleMania 2000 was the launch.
It must have opened then that summer because I doubt considering I lived right there, I doubt I would have waited that long to go in there.
Yeah.
So if I'm in there beginning of July, then it must have opened like July 1st.
Well, yeah. Well, you were right there. I had to wait on my parents. You know,
yeah.
You went as soon as
so I'm saying like if I was, especially because I was always in that area. So if that was my first time going there, then it must have been like the week they opened.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Fair point. So who did you meet there again? You met a few people, right? I know that's where Lily met Triple H.
I also met Triple H there.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that they did appearances back then because I wouldn't like check online or anything. Literally one day I was walking home and they were doing the autograph session like right by the window. So I saw RVD signing autographs. So I just walked in and got online, met RVD. Then I went home and dropped off my autograph and went back, and Edge was doing autographs later that day.
Wow.
So.
Were those the only two you met?
Those must have been like late 2001. And then I know Booker T was there that January. I met Booker. I met Hunter. I met Hunter the day after he came back. It was the week he came back from the quad injury.
Right.
I met Scott Steiner. He was doing autographs one night.
Oh, the legend.
I went to a SmackDown viewing once
Okay.
And D'Lo Brown was there, so I have his autograph. But back then they wouldn't do photo ops.
Yeah, just signing. Yeah.
Yeah. One time I walked in and Paul Heyman was there with Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas shooting a promo.
Okay.
And I literally I pulled out just like a picture of me and a cardboard stand out of The Rock, and I had Paul Heyman sign it for me. So yeah, I met Heyman there. I didn't get an autograph from Team Angle. Yeah, I think that's it. And then there was the day that I went to go meet Shawn Michaels, but the line was so
right,
long.
The day like 6 people were there, ended up becoming friends, and didn't even meet Shawn Michaels. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get to meet Shawn. I think Flair was also there that day. I didn't meet him either.
Yeah.
I think it was Shawn and Big Show signing together, or Flair and Big Show?
Big Show, one of them, not Flair. Shawn or Big Show was Taker's replacement.
Oh, okay.
Because it was supposed to be, Taker was supposed to be there, if I'm not mistaken. And I know one of them was his replacement.
I know when I got there, the line was up the block.
I think Show was his replacement.
Okay. I know when I got there, the line was up the block.
Oh, it was bananas.
Yeah. So that one didn't work out as well as I thought.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that damn line. And then we could have met him. When we met him 10 years later, we could have got 40 things signed.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I was like, hey everybody, Shawn's here. I wish I wasn't coming from fucking court that day. I would have picked up a ton of shit in my house to get those signed.
Too bad it wasn't, and I know this is not that long ago, but too bad it wasn't like what phones are now. We could have printed out the pictures and gone back and got them signed.
Yeah, I did that with Lana.
Oh yes.
When I got back and got it printed for Natalie.
Well, Lana was also there for way longer amount of time, right?
Well, it was also pouring that day, and the crowd died out an hour before she was scheduled to leave. So the place was literally the door was closed, and she was in there on her phone. And I knocked, and I said, "Hey, can I just get this signed?" And she signed it for me.
Okay.
What else? And Hogan I met at the Toys R Us, which just closes.
Right, when I did the big wrestling department opening, right?
Yes. So those were my big autograph signings back in high school.
I used to go there to eat all the time. I never got to meet anybody.
It was literally just, I happened to be walking by, and then every month they would have a little pamphlet with a calendar inside with all the appearances.
Yes, correct.
So I have my Steiner one that was autographed, so you can probably see all the names that appeared that month. Because he was it was the month that he was. I think it was No Way Out because he was on the cover of the No Way Out poster. So that was the cover of the pamphlet. So that's
February of 2003.
Yeah, so that's why I had that one signed because he was on the cover of it. I don't recall if he shook my hand or not, or if there was an awkward exchange, but.
Yeah, no, I never met anybody there. I used to go all the time, but I never met anyone there.
Yeah. I always wanted to go for a pay-per-view.
Never did that either. My dad went in one night.
It was tough then because we were so young that we didn't have the money. I think if it was now,
we didn't have our own money, and my dad thought it was too expensive because he was paying for him and me, obviously.
Yeah.
So we backed out. What blows my mind is, right, I'll never forget it. We went one night. He didn't want to pay for the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
But yet he offered to buy me a replica belt.
I mean, maybe he thought that would last you longer and be worth the money.
And then my dumbass didn't say no. Didn't say yes.
Damn it, Cheyenne.
Yeah, I know.
I think if it was around now, I'd probably be there all the time.
Oh, if it was now, I really don't know why the fuck I wouldn't be working there.
Oh, yeah. I'll be a busboy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, if it was now, I would definitely be working
I would do security there. I wouldn't give
Yeah. The merch there would be so expensive though, because it was expected back then.
I mean, it wasn't the regular like online price. I mean, I thought it was good that I didn't have to pay shipping.
Well, that was a good thing, but again, even now when you go to a WWE show, the shirts are $30 because they still charge an extra $5.
Yeah.
When they're really $24.99. I still have my WWF New York sweater. Now I'm talking about it.
I never got any merch from there.
The only thing I got from them was...
I never got any actual WWF New York merchandise.
What I have is I have a sweater, and I gotta have at least 4 lunch boxes. Because when you order the kids meal, it came in the lunch box.
That's pretty cool.
So I've gotta have...
Let's see if eBay has any cool WWF New York stuff.
I've got to have at least 4 of them, and I've still got my... It's actually my brother's, but I, of course, inherited it because, I love wrestling. I still have my WWF Superstars Hulk Hogan lunchbox with thermos.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a WWF New York beer glass pint with the bag for $15.
Yeah, it was like 30 back then, son of a bitch.
The hell is this package? WWE WrestleMania 20 Collector's Pack, WWF New York, NYC Menu Program, Mouse Pad. This is a bunch of shit.
Oh, this is what I'm looking at. Right? I'm looking at the same thing as you. There's the bag for $10. I still have the bags, believe it or not.
This is like a daily news cover, the menu, a mouse pad, a program, all for $150.
I have that WrestleMania 20 program. If I'm not mistaken.
Shot glass.
Oh, there's the lunchbox, $25 plus $8 for shipping. Holy cow!
Oh yeah, I see it right now. I see hockey
the backstage
jersey.
pass, $5. I would get one of these cups for $12. Oh, I had.
Yeah, one of the cups would be nice.
Like when they were going out of business, I bought the cups when they were going out of business, but they actually broke.
These tall beer glasses are pretty cool. There's one that's...
They used to make the best calamari.
I only ate there the one time that I went for the SmackDown.
I ate there tons of times. But running out of merchandise.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably get like a cup or a shot glass. Maybe a cup.
I also have my XFL...
You can just stop right there. Anything XFL is already awesome.
I should still have my XFL football.
What happened?
I should still have the XFL football. Where's my football? Yeah, I still have that. Sorry, I had to get super wrestling nerd on you. So, but it's going to be a fun week for wrestling. It's going to be cool because Wrestle Kingdom is going to be all over the internet tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got Raw coming on tomorrow, obviously. TNA is going to debut on Tuesday, and I really am excited for that show. And then Thursday, we got SmackDown Live, and Cena will be there.
Yeah.
But again, it'll be interesting to see how they keep their momentum going from here on in for that show, because it's going to be on the USA Network. And they're going to promote the crap out of it tomorrow, and I know it's going to drive me bananas.
Oh, of course.
Oh, it's going to drive me batshit. I see it now. Yeah.
You think it'll be like $9.99 bad?
No, I don't think it'll be that bad. I think it'll be more commercials than the commentators.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be $9.99 bad, because $9.99 has gotten down to, they only get one segment now, right?
If anything, it's just like during like pay-per-view time, or maybe like to go home for the pay-per-view, they'll say, hey, if you're...
No, every week on Raw, they do the $9.99 thing.
Oh. But then, like, during maybe like the go-homes, JBL pulls out the flashcards.
Yeah, the go-homes, they'll do it from the announce table.
And that's when they'll remind you, like, how much money you're saving by...
Right, that's from the announce
by
table.
using the network instead of pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's on the go-homes. But Raw itself, network gets like 2 commercials every show. Sometimes more. Depends on how much airtime they bought.
Yeah.
Like, they'll do 2 networks, 2 shop sales, and then they'll split, like, whatever else they have in the cachet.
Yeah.
But do I think they're going to advertise SmackDown $9.99 bad? No, because it's already been advertised for, like, 3 months already, and it's out there.
Nothing can ever be $9.99 bad.
No way. And again, it's out there. It's been out there for 3 months. It's the first episode. It's gonna draw.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna go through.
I mean, I've got them on my DVR, so it'll probably be like Saturday or Sunday morning. I'll check these shows out if I don't catch them the night of. You know. I mean, Lucha Underground comes back at the end of the month, so I'm excited for that.
I'm gonna catch the first episode, and I know I'm like 1 season behind, but I just wanna check it out.
I can send you like there's like a recap video of the whole first season. I can send you that.
Yeah, that works.
Like they cut it's like 37 minutes for 37 episodes, so they cut each episode down to like a minute of like recap each.
Okay.
So it's worth checking out, and I mean, I don't know if you get El Rey. Do you have El Rey, or will you end up having to watch it in Spanish like I do?
I don't think I get that network.
Okay, so you probably have like the Unimas network like I do.
That I believe I have. That sounds accurate.
So you'll have to watch it in Spanish with Vampiro and Hugo Saminovich.
And when I did see on YouTube recently, I saw Vampiro versus this crazy hardcore match.
Oh yeah, Pentagon Jr. Yeah, that was nuts.
Pentagon Jr. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was an insane match.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. And Matt Striker was really into commentating that.
Yeah.
And I know this is the season with Ray, and they're going to put a lot of time into Ray.
Oh yeah, of course.
So they're going. And when does Lucha come back again?
End of the month. So I think.
Oh wow.
27th.
Everybody's kicking off the new year, huh? Wow. Yeah. It's a good year for wrestling. Boss, if you want to check out the 4 Life Podcast on social media, how do you do so?
At 4 Life Podcast.
If you wanted to do the website for the 4 Life Podcast, how do you do so?
www.4lifepodcast.com.
If you want to catch one of those nifty 4 Life t-shirts, how do you do so?
Redbubble.com/4lifepodcast.
If you wanted to add yourself or myself on the social media, how would you go about that in your life?
On Twitter, it's at Cheyenne Ortiz _. On Instagram, it's at Ravaging Jones, and on both, it's I Am the Bosch Man.
I think that about covers all of that.
I was prepared this week.
You were prepared this week. I didn't swerve you. Oh, what's our gamer tags? What about if you want to game with us?
Is it Boschmania on PS4? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you made a new one. What's that about?
I just added you to... Oh, that's my PS4 one. I just added you today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you carry over your PS3 one?
I don't know. I didn't know I can do that.
I was going to say, that means you didn't know you could do that. Yeah, and then you can catch me at Sean McMahon on the PlayStation. So when you're listening to your podcast, you're listening to it
for
life, and Happy New Year,
pal.
Happy New Year. 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 Happy New Year, pal. Happy New Year. 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 Happy New Year, pal. Happy New Year. 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 Happy New Year, pal. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year! 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 Happy New Year, pal! Happy New Year! 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 Happy New Year, pal! Happy New Year! 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 Happy New Year, pal! Happy New Year! 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 Happy New Year, pal! Happy New Year! 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 Happy New Year, pal! Happy New Year! 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 Happy New Year!